Hey folks, Post here, welcome back to another Pokemon Masters video. So we finally got some more news on the new chapters, and I kind of sort of called it, I guess. I did do a video speculating on what potentially our new chapter free-to-play characters could be, and here we go. We got revelation now that part of chapter 22 to 24, we will be getting Valerie. Well, it's not 100% confirmed, but every time they've done this, it's the next free-to-play unit, right? Last time with the Calam and all that stuff, so we're pretty much certain about to get Valerie, and very likely it could be a 5-star as well, because that's kind of what they do now. The free-to-play new story chapter characters have mostly all been 5-stars, with one exception of Torchic, which Torchic was a special case, right? It wasn't really part of the main story, but very likely we're going to be getting Valerie, a 5-star Valerie, from chapter 22, 23, and 24. It's coming on the 24th, right, as usual, on reset time. So that's pretty cool. Some more, stuff before the 6-month anniversary. And not sure if Valerie's going to be like the only free-to-play character we're going to get in these 3 chapters, because last time, if you check the main story, we got Interlude 3, Chapter 21, Chapter 19, and Chapter 20, right? And in between these 4 chapters, we got 2 free-to-play characters, one being Calam, the other one being Torchic, right? Which, Torchic is great, Calam, not really. So we could potentially get more than just Valerie, right? And hey, we needed this one. We haven't gotten a fairy type free-to-play story sync pair yet in the game, and this was very much needed. And our only other fairy type in the game is actually Gramble, which kind of sucks, unfortunately. So here we go. We got a new fairy type sync pair. That's going to be the second fairy type sync pair in this whole game, and that's pretty cool. So anyways, let's go ahead and check out what potential, I guess, sync pairs Valerie could have and what they could potentially do, right? So Valerie hasn't had too many Pokemons, honestly, so it's really easy to pin down who it is. Like, she literally only has ever had 3 Pokemon ever, being Mawile, Sylveon, and Mr. Mime. And Mr. Mime is possible, I just don't think it's likely, just because, well, why did I just click on that? In the Battle Chateau, Valerie just only uses Mawile and Sylveon and never once used Mr. Mime, so I think Mawile or Sylveon is just more likely, right, in this scenario. So, anyways, looking at both of these, right, so, which, by the way, her Mawile actually is not Mega, right, so it could Mega, I guess, if she got Mawile, but I just don't know. I personally I like Mawile a bit better, so I'm personally hoping for Mawile, but I wouldn't be mad if it's Sylveon either. So let's go through both of these and see what they could potentially be, right? So let's first go with Mawile, and check out Mawile's stats and all that in the main series, which again they don't generally translate, but we could get like a generally good idea, like we did with Mew, right? I basically last time with Mew, I basically got Mew kind of right, because I said it might have balanced stats like in the main games, and also since it could learn every team in the game, it could have a lot of move, like some kind of like metronome effect, right? Which it kind of did as well. So anyways, let's go into Mawile. So Mawile's stats are whatever, right? So very, very likely going to be a physical striker, if a striker at all, right? So it could be support, it could be tech, could be striker, but I would guess if they're going to give us a second fairy type in the game, the only other fairy type in the game, Gramble, if I remember correctly, is a tech unit, right? And we don't have a fairy type striker at all. That's the only category where we lack a striker. Like even for poison, which we don't have a lot either, we at least have Roxy for a striker, right? And Mina's a tech, so we don't have any strikers at all for 4 fairy types in this game. So a striker would be very, very, very helpful, right? Also fitting / helpful. Both, right? And so yeah, a striker could be very possible. So looking at potential moves it could get, and if it's striker, it's going to be physical, right? So for the physical moves, I guess it's gonna have play rough, right? Very, very likely. Which play rough is kind of like the only one like you could actually legitimately go for like a fairy type move, because like fairy type moves, there aren't that many options generally for physical attacks. There's a lot of fairy type special moves, but not so much for physical moves, right? Let me check. What does Play Rough do again, real quick? Play Rough, 3 bars, 133 at max, right? 90% accuracy, very small chance of lowering target stack. That's a solid move. If Mawile gets Play Rough, that's great, right? Probably gonna have, I don't know. They like giving Mawile fake tears because that's like kind of like Mawile's thing, right? With fake tears, potentially. Which, for those of you who don't know, fake tears is lowering your opponent's attack, right? If I remember correctly. Where's the Oh no, special defense. Wait, what was I thinking of then? Oh well. Anyways, lures your opponent's special defense. So they could also make Mawile another tech unit as well, going with fake tears. We don't really have anything other than Mew, which at randoms lowers your opponent's. Does have a 1 out of 7 chance of lowering your opponent's special defense. But if it's a tech unit that lowers special defense, that's great as well. That's going to be really good, especially if it's harshly lowers your opponent's special defense. It's kind of like a mirror to Nanu and Alolan Persian, right? That would be great. Even if it's not a striker, tech unit fake tears, that would be really nice. What else has it got? I mean, it could get some of these like Dark or Cielo type moves, Iron Head, or Crunch or whatever, right? Crunch is also, I guess, I mean, look at Mawile, right? big jaws. That's kind of like part of Mawile's feature as well, with the fake tears. So I guess it could potentially get Crunch as well, but that's kind of lame. But it's also kind of weird because like Mawile is just gonna be like full of physical moves, right? And then you give it like fake tears that lowers special defense, which is kind of weird for Mawile like in general, right? But I don't know, if it's a tech unit, it's probably gonna get like fake tears and then like some other trainer move, and then it could have like Play Rough and maybe Crunch. Who knows? Is there any other like fairy type physical move? Like fairy type moves. Come on. No, this is just the type. But anyways, yeah, I guess that's all that I could really think of for Mawile. It either could be some kind of fairy type Play Rough striker, right? Or it could be a tech unit that does like fake tears and stuff, right? So I guess those are 2 possibilities. Can it potentially be Mega? I guess maybe, but it's just that Valerie's never Mega'd her Mawile ever. Like, let's see, in the Battle Chateau, I don't think she ever Mega'd her Mawile there either. I don't think. No Mega. Yeah, no Mega. So I don't think it's likely that it's gonna be Mega. It's probably just gonna be regular Mawile, which is still cool. I like Mawile. So let's check out Sylveon. Sylveon, is a bit different, right? Well, quite different. Well, for one, Sylveon's more of a special attack or a special striker, right? If it were to be a striker at all, right? And I do think Sylveon has a higher chance of being a striker than Mawile, even though like Mawile is like, yeah, in the main series, it's kind of like a sweeper, right? In comparison to Sylveon, although Sylveon's kind of like that as well. But Sylveon, that's, if it were to be a striker, it's probably going to be a special striker, right? Obviously. Moonblast would be very good for it. It could have like Moonblast as a 3-bar move, and then Draining Kiss as like a 1-bar move, right? 1 or 2-bar move, I don't know. Or Disarming Voice, I guess. That's another one. Since it gets it at evolution, it would be more, I guess, more symbolic for Sylveon to get Disarming Voice, maybe. Could be, another 1-bar move thing. So that could also be another possibility. If it gets what was Eevee's move called again? Or passive? The baton pass one? Not pass it on. It's Benefactor, right? I think that's what it's called. It would be really nice if it gets that as well. Even if it is, even if it is a striker, because even for a striker, that would be really nice. So for example, if you're fighting a stage with like sides that are fairy type, and then like the main is like something else, you could just start with Sylveon, buff yourself up, your special attack or whatever. If you assuming it does have X special attack or something similar, right? Or your crit or whatever, buff that up, take out the sides and swap it out. Then the benefactor could, just transfer the stats to your next striker. So, for example, a really, really good setup would be like, if you're fighting something where like a dragon type stage where the sides are weak to fairy and then like the mid is clear who's weak to dragon, right? You could take out the sides with Sylveon first with Moonblast, whatever, get your stats up if you have any special attack buffs, and then you could swap into Dragonite with benefactor, and Dragonite with like crit or either crit or special attack buffs will just be an absolute monster, right? You could take out the mid pretty easily with like some kind of like Sylveon into Dragonite kind of comp, right? That would be pretty cool. So I guess that's a really good possibility of all the things. Is there anything else that I guess Sylveon's much more known for? Not that I really know of, though. So I guess Moonblast is a possibility. Draining Kiss, Disarming Voices are all. Oh, Baby Doll Eyes. It could be. I mean, I don't really see Sylveon being much of a tech, but I guess it could have like Baby Doll Eyes, maybe. Yeah. Oh, Baby Doll Eyes. That's the lowering attack that I was thinking of. If it really is just lowering attack, like as its main function as its texting pair, I mean, it's not bad, but it's not anything like great either, unfortunately, if that was the case. So I don't know, but anyways, well, that's all we got over here. Valerie's coming, right? Could be one of the free to play sync pairs that's coming in the new chapters, right? It could potentially get Mawile or Sylveon. Both of them could be strikers. Mawile could be attack. Sylveon maybe attack, maybe a support. Wait, does Sylveon has any like support features? Not that you could really tell from the main series, honestly. It's kind of hard to tell supports from the main series, moveset and all that. But anyways, that's maybe for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm super excited for Valerrie, even though Valerrie looks kind of creepy. But I mean, it's the eyes. But I know a lot of people like Valerrie for sure. And more importantly, we finally get a fairy type of striker, and hopefully we could actually make put this fairy type striker to use, because like it wasn't that big of a deal. Like a lot of people just keep on freaking out. Oh, we don't have any fairy type strikers in the game. We only have one fairy type. Yeah, but like none of the stages are weak to fairy anyways. So like even if we had fairy type strikers or fairy type or better fairy type units, like we can't even really use them anywhere. So hopefully we'll also get to a stage where we could actually use our fairy types, right? In one of the new main story co-ops, right? We're getting what, 21 or not 22 to 24. Hopefully one of those main story co-op stages would actually be weak to fairy if one of the the possible Pokemon that are coming with Valerrie is a striker. That would be nice. We could finally use fairy type units for once. If we don't have any stages that are weak to fairy, then we'll just get Valerrie as like some kind of like trophy thing we just put in our collection and never use it because there's no use for fairy type striker at the moment. So anyways, again, that's me for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know, guys, what you guys think in the comments down below about Valerrie, a new stage and all that stuff. Again, it's coming on the 24th. Like and enjoy this video, subscribe to the channel for some more Pro Masters content, and I'll see you guys in the next one.